And why crypto and not Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is the rising tide that lifts all boats. And why crypto and not Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is the rising tide that lifts all boats.
Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, guys. We got updates for days on crypto. So we're gonna be changing things around as far as the what I cover on this channel, as well as the new channels coming. Before I get too far into it, guys, thank you for being here. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. If you like this type of content, news about crypto, and to accelerate your pocketbook, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this content to enter to win $2,000 when I reach 10,000 subscribers. Guys, let's dive in. Right now, Ren is one of the top gainers listed on Coinbase. It's up 15% today. Solana's been on a tear, but we're going to talk about stuff that's going to really get you dialed in on how I personally invest in crypto. I am a recreational investor, but there's method to my madness. If you were with me on Alchemy Pay, you probably walked away with 12K or more. It was an immediate dive in, immediate rise, and an immediate fallout. It happened approximately 11 days ago. I reached out to everybody in the crypto workshop, said, hey guys, keep an eye on this, dive in. I just dived in. I usually give updates. If you want to get in on the Facebook crypto workshop group chat or Discord, just reach out to me at EmbraceLifeTim on Twitter. Guys, it's all about the tools and the trends. Yesterday I did a video, fastest way to make $1 million with $1,000 invested in crypto. Honestly, I didn't give an answer to that, but I gave you the tools, okay? Number one, your first thing to do is identify trends. That's what big-time investors and whales do in the stock market as well as in the crypto realm. The Cryptoverse, if you're a big fan of Ben Cowan's channel. Speaking of which, Jordan Lindsay took my quote, Bitcoin is the rising tide that's going to lift all ships. I got it. I recorded the video. I sound bited that stuff. And man, oh man, was I excited, elated, because he probably watches my channel, which is awesome because Ben Cowan watches his channel and he was on Ben Cowan's channel. So in fact, I've got it. I'll do something creative with it. Maybe in the intro, which you'll probably see after the fact is production edited, which I learned during COVID when I was stuck home trying to find a job that was essential. But no, everybody, wanted to pay me peanuts because I was in a very decent job. And I was making good money, but it wasn't healthcare, but it wasn't an essential. It wasn't considered essential. By the way, cancer treatment clinical trials is not essential. All right. At any rate, back to what we were talking about: identifying trends. What Bitcoin does, the altcoins do. That is the rising tide that lifts all ships. That's why I talk about it a lot. And I know it. I say it all the time. It takes a village, guys. If you don't know these things, you're not going to know to make the right moves. A lot of these whales are watching the coinmarketcalendar. They're watching it for launch pads, their mainnet test releases, big news. All that stuff happens on the calendar. So what they're doing is they're buying ahead of this, exchange or this token's news or their launch point. And then when it releases, they've already bought in at the lower price. It's gone up and gone up and gone up. Everybody else hypes in and it goes up and up and up. And then they bail out. They don't really care to stick around. I am a huge fan of hodling. Hold on for dear life. You really cannot fail as long as you're consistent in your thought processes. Like fundamentally, I am hugely behind Ethereum. What's the best case scenario for Ethereum? Well, it's going to have big competitors. Cardano is one of its biggest competitors. Cardano also has a launch on September 12th. They're going to be doing smart contracts. Hello? Solana is already in smart contracts, and that's why it was flying high. So if you notice, in that grand scheme of things, these are all platform-based. Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, Polygon, Polkadot. Keep your eyes based on your path. I think decentralized finance is going to be a huge industry that's going to rock the world because everybody's tired of dealing with bank fees, overpriced fees, overdraft fees, transferring currency fees, currency exchange fees. Banks, if they don't tie in, and now, mind you, Ripple, aka XRP, was supposed to be the solution for banks. And the SEC took them to trial, and now you're going to see a basic implosion, if you will, midweek September when they finalize the trial and XRP suddenly becomes available again. Mind you, I also think XRP is going to 22x. I think they're going to do very well. Well, maybe not 22x, because it's gone up since my original. Back when I was first picking XRP, I was going to say end of year 22x. But it's been creeping up, and I don't know really how it's been creeping up because you couldn't, if you had it on Coinbase, now you still have it. It's stuck there. You can't do anything with it. You can't buy more. You just have it there, which to me is just nonsense. Other exchanges, if you're still able to buy into XRP, they're buying into it, but Coinbase really needs to get back into the swing of things and say, you know what? We already know it went to trial. It didn't go well for the SEC. This might work in our favor. But at any rate, what I'm trying to get at is the trends are your friends. Bitcoin goes up, rising tide that lifts all ships. So the altcoins are going to go up. The other area, DeFi. It's a designated sector of crypto. Okay? You notice, as competitors, if you think number one is going to be number one, you better get in on their competitors too in case they're not number one. I bought all into Ethereum last year when I first started investing in crypto. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a CPA. If you want financial advice, seek out a professional that's certified. But if you want to take advantage of my moves on my recreational investing, which happens to be doing pretty well, ACH 12 days ago, ADA just a few like a week and a half ago. I actually originally bought ADA in March. I think March or April. I think it was definitely before my birthday. It was pennies, and I was just like, well, it's got fundamentals. It hasn't achieved it. It basically gave me the feeling it was like Tesla. You know how Elon Musk was like, oh, we're gonna have this, and they would totally blow their timeline, then they would extend it, and then they would totally blow their timeline again on another prediction and another announcement, and then I feel like that's where Cardano was at. They want proof. They wanted to test everything out. I find that validating and more comforting when I invest money. I want to be vertically integrated, and I want to earn money on many levels. Speaking of which, I also pick Cardano because you can stake it. Not only is it going up, and it's the number one competitor for that sector to Ethereum. I don't know any other way how to explain it, guys. Usually when you're the first to market, you're the most popular, and you're the most prevalent, you're going to do very well. On that same token, Axie Infinity just came on Coinbase. Guys, I know it's done its bump ups, but now it's available on Coinbase. So all this time, New Yorkers, if they didn't want to create a new VPN and act like they didn't live in New York and do things above board, a lot of people like to cut corners. But in Western New York, like I am, you can only use Coinbase, Robinhood, Webull, and even on Robinhood or Webull, you may have access to the tokens, but they may not sell them to you because it's not available in your region, which is how they get around that with setting up a VPN, where you can basically say you live anywhere. But at any rate, I digress. Axie Infinity, I think, is going to be a magnificent play, anywhere between $60 and $70. I think I just saw it drop a little bit down, 67, 65, 64, peeping up over 73. It's not doing big jumps. It's gradually going up. It did its big jumps and then didn't have its fallout. So I have huge faith in that. Also, I wouldn't talk to you about tokens that I'm not personally invested in, and I'm not going to invest in any coins that are, they don't have the fundamentals. They're not, they don't have the following. They're not meeting that math equation. In fact, I told a buddy of mine today, and anybody who's watching who's from Penfield, who had Mr. Gage as a mathematics teacher, would have gotten it. I said it's just like this. Noticing a trend is like going back to Mr. Gage's math class in algebra. If this, then this. Okay? If Polkadex or Polka Launcher or Polka Starter is doing well, where are they? They're all on Polkadot, which means Polkadot's going to do well. Go back and look at Polkadot. Notice that trend. Find those tokens that are really tiny altcoins that are doing well, and I guarantee you the platform they're on or the root of where they came from is doing well. And if not, they're about to. So that's how you catch these little trends, these little tricks. And a guy this morning asked me after watching my video, he goes, I noticed you didn't say any specific coins. You just said follow these trends, watch social media, educate yourself. And I said, yeah, because that's the best policy. If you're going to take $1,000, you better make that money work. You're not going to be sitting still. You're going to be learning how to do technical analysis. Yeah, it's going to take some time. Everything takes time. You know what happens? Time keeps going. So if you don't make the investment, it's going to go there without you. But you got to stay firm with your beliefs and just remember, anytime you're investing in something, you're just replace that word with gamble. I've already talked for 12 minutes. I think you guys have adequate information. I'm just going to shout this out on big multipliers by the end of the year. ETH, I think it's going to be 10K. Cardano, I think it was $8 by the end of the year. I'm projecting now more like $9 to $12 a year by the end of the year. Polkadot, I think it's going to be a 150x. Polygon, I think they're going to do at least a 5 to 7x. Excuse me. I know Ren's doing well. Oftentimes I tell you to look at what's new on those exchanges because usually when they come on the exchange, they pop off and then they dip down a little bit. But I'm not going to get into that. I think the video's been long enough. Just remember to check out the links below on Coinbase. I'm a huge fan of Coinbase. They reward you just for being a customer. Then they reward you for referring other customers. Then they teach you through their tutorials that they're rewarding you for. And not for nothing, Coinbase is one of the better exchanges and bigger exchanges. It may be not better, okay, so that's just a matter of opinion. But if you're in Western New York, that's your option. Without going outside of the realm of things, creating a MetaMask and a VPN to connect, and get access to these other. Qcoin's another good one. It's a little complicated the way the format is set up, so I don't really like it, but that's just my own personal taste. I love and appreciate all of you guys. Check out Axie Infinity. Check out Solana. Watch these trends because they're flying high, and that's how you find the gold nuggets. Just a quick recap of some shout-outs that I did throughout the last 2 weeks. I picked ACH. It was dynamite. I picked up AMP. It was dynamite. Very briefly, it was dynamite. I got out quick. I'm not going to lie. But then I bought right back in because I know AMP has the fundamentals as a payment system. Plus, I can't wait to see if Amazon really goes with them. If that happens, it's going to light up. What was the other one? Cartesi briefly went up and then came back down. It was the first time I really tried trading, buying in at the bottom and selling out at the top and dipping and diving. We were very successful. I think when I say we, I use that term loosely. I think other people are investing as I am. As an example, if they were, they'd be up about 110x right now. I think the total we moved on the 4 altcoins mind you, I'm just talking about altcoins. I'm not even considering the gem coins. Bitcoin making its screeches up. I do think we're ready for Bitcoin to hit up to 55K soon, within the next 2 weeks for sure. You got Cardano with September 12th coming out. I digress, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Also, I'm probably going to be changing over the format for this channel and branching off to it to have crypto on its own channel. It's dedicated itself. It's been phenomenal. It's been a hell of a ride. I think it'll be more successful. I don't know, maybe that might hurt Embrace Life as a channel. But I think the fact that crypto I talk a lot about on this channel now, and not so much anymore unemployment or stimulus, I think that's kind of curbed the acceptance of subscribers. I will share some of them and most of them, and I'll keep updates on this channel. So, hit that bell for notifications when I vote or when I post new videos. You'll get updated. I love and appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here on Embrace Life. I'm Timmy O'Neill. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and as always, we'll be talking soon.
Hello, my name is Nadia, and you might be wondering, what am I doing here on Embrace Life? It's to tell you that Tim O'Neill is not a financial advisor, and this is just an expression of his opinion based on his experience. And your experience might be totally different. These videos are for educational and inspirational purposes only, and investment of any kind involves high risk. While risk can be minimized, your investments is totally under your responsibilities. You should do the research, and there are no guarantee of profit or loss of any investment. Hopefully this helps you to understand that you should look on this information only as inspiration. Thanks to all of you, and welcome to the channel. And now, back to the video.
Don't forget to join Coinbase and get your free crypto. Check out Webull and Robinhood. Have a good evening, guys.